Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're doing the overview of Leo season for all the signs. Now, this is going to be the introduction, and if you follow me, you'll know that I do an introduction on what I think is kind of important stuff. I also pull a few cards during the introduction sometimes. Now, if you're new, basically I post twice a week general energies. One is from Monday through Thursday. The other is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then I post the long readings, like I like to call these, once a month. Now, this was going to be about your sign during Leo season. But what's going to happen is I'm going to give you kind of an overview of just what's going on. I do post in the descriptions the minute marker of when the signs actually begin. So if you cross watch, if you do your rising, ascending, your moon, your Venus, or whatever else sign you watch, you can just, once you've seen the introduction, I don't make you see it every time. You can just click onto that minute marker to get to where you want to be. Now, when I am doing my long readings, actually, when I'm doing my short readings, I am using my Radley Valentine decks. For my long readings, I'm going to be using my Angel Tarot cards for the main message. I then finish kind of towards the end with my Archangel Power Tarot cards, but we'll explain that a little more so. So anyway, I start main message with my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards. I will then go to John Holland's Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards, and I will then kind of get some clarification. I come to my Osha Zen Tarot cards, any words of advice. Then I go to my Archangel Power Tarot cards. I then pull from my Emily Anderson crystal deck and, see what kind of stone crystal might be helpful during this time. Periodically, depending on how things are going, what the feelings are, I will also pull a Radley Valentine Guardian Angel deck from my Guardian Angel deck, and I'll also pull from my Waite Rider traditional tarot deck. Okay, now I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? I'm an intuitive channeler. What that means is I open myself to higher power, and whatever the message is, my job is just to deliver it. Now, a couple of things too, when I do my introductions, and especially for the season, I like to give you a little bit of the overview on where the planets are. Now, Leo in itself is going to be really rather interesting energy. Every year it has this one phenomenon happening, so we're going to go through that a little bit. Now, on one of the sites, and this is the site that gives me the birth, your natal charts, and I've posted this before. I'm going to post it again, but this gave a really nice little synopsis. So the planets show us what is happening. Signs show us how it is happening. And houses show us where it is happening. Now, during Leo season, 4 planets will be direct: Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Uranus. It does go retrograde August 19th. Now, Uranus is always about expect the unexpected. Leos are very, very aware of this. We have 4 planets retrograde: Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto. Okay, so we know that right before the 22nd, and I'm looking at my notes over here, and I will post my notes on my website, and then I'll link it to my Facebook page. I'll maybe link it to my community page also. My website, not too robust, but you'll be able to get to this if you want to watch this, if you want to look at this. So the 21st, Venus is entering Virgo. It's leaving Leo, entering into Virgo, and that will give us a more grounded energy. And the only thing that we need to be careful of, a little smugness. Now, the 22nd, the sun, which is the ruling planet, if you want to call it that, enters Leo, and that's at 10:27 a.m. and all the times I give will be Eastern Standard Time, so you can adjust that to your own time. Now, kind of the thoughts when I'm preparing, the sun burns bright. This is going to be the time to shine. Also to Leo, while the sun, it also is the heart. And this is about honesty. And I know I've talked about Saturn in Aquarius, reality versus illusion. There's going to be some time where that's going to butt it, the two are going to butt heads. And the illusion is going to be very, rough. It's going to be rough to maintain. Anyway, so the thing about that is, just basically, like I said, time to shine, honesty. Leo energy is very honest energy. Now you may say, but I know a lot of liars. Well, we all have our good, we all have our bad, and it's not all, it's not all Leo energy. Like I said, if you ever go to see what your natal sign, your natal chart is, you're going to see all the influencing planets there too. And again, I will post that in the community page. Okay, so on the 23rd, this is an interesting time. We're going to have a full moon in Aquarius at 10:36 p.m. Again, everything's Eastern Standard Time, so I'll stop saying that. Open your mind to the possibilities. Think big. Dream big. It's also a lot of rebel energy too. So it's breakout energy. Now the interesting thing here is that this is the first of two full moons in Aquarius. Now the one in August, it's like just, it's barely in Leo season. It's transitioning, but they're still considering this an Aquarius moon. So there's a lot of things that can be done during this time. A lot of get up and go energy here too. Okay, so the interesting thing now is in Leo season, from the 23rd, well actually July 23rd, okay, there is the Mayan calendar. There is the galactic calendar. And I don't know a whole lot about this, but I thought this was interesting because this all leads into what they call the Lion's Gate portal. And you may have heard of that. That's on August 8th, 8/8. So but we'll talk a little bit about that. I'm rushing ahead. So there is the 23rd is really kind of the end of the Mayan calendar or this galactic calendar. Then the 26th is when the new year actually starts in this calendar. So that leaves the 25th. Now the 25th, so the 23rd is the culmination of this 13 moon calendar. And that's on the 24th. The 25th starts on the 26th, the new year starts on the 26th, but we have the 25th. This is what is considered the day out of time. It's a very, very spiritual day. It's a very, it's charged with a lot of spiritual energy. There's a lot of things to do with the arts, but not in the way you think. It's more creativity. It's more creativity, not necessarily what you put down on paper or what you paint or there's more of a creative energy here. Okay, so 25th has some really powerful stuff. Allows a more intense connection with that spiritual world. Actions will be well received by the universe if they are positive, if we have our vibrations very, very high. So again, the 26th, planetary, galactic, I think even the Mayan New Year begins. Now, the 26th from the 12th of August is the time of the Lion's Gate. It's when it's opening, culminating on August 8th to being totally open, to then the 12th when it closes. Okay, so that we'll go back to that in just a moment. Now, the other thing is the 27th, July, Mercury enters Leo, and that's all about communication. And again, I wrote truth, 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 honesty, honesty, honesty. It's kind of like that child. Did you do this? No. It's like, even if my words, it's like I can't, this is going to be a time of truth. This is, and this is while Mercury is in Leo, our communications, even if we want to hold them back, it's like, don't even try to hold that back. So on the 28th, Jupiter retrogrades back into Aquarius. It's been in Pisces. Now it's going back into Aquarius. It continues the full moon energy. And remember, the full moon, the beginning of July to the beginning of, I should say, Leo to the end of Leo season, there's going to be that Aquarius full moon. And again, that truly, truly rebellious side. But it's kind of like, I'm kind of getting the King Arthur days, the Knights of the Round Table, might for right type of thing. It's for the right reason. We just have to make sure that we're doing the right thing for the right reason. Okay, so I wrote, continues that full moon energy, wants to do good for the collective, but not leaning on emotion. Objectivity more than emotion. So it's not necessarily going to be, oh, I need to do this. Oh my gosh. There's times that we can see somebody that's having troubles and we want to go in and jump in and want to help them. But then we realize objectively that sometimes it's better to help them or teach them than it is to do for them. So we've got that overlying energy going on. Now, that other site that I reference back to periodically, they're talking about these first 10 days of August with a high risk of unexpected shocks and surprises. I'm going to post that one also. And I can see why. Okay, the 1st of August and the 2nd of August, Leo's opposing Saturn. Saturn retrograding with, that's in retrograde in Aquarius, but it's still Saturn in Aquarius. Leo's opposing it. Leo's kind of saying, none of your baloney anymore. Hey, be honest. So there's going to be that total fight, possibly within ourselves to be more honest. Now, we have Venus trining with Uranus on the 3rd. On the 4th, we have Mercury. Okay, so then we have Mercury and Uranus. Anything to do with Uranus is expect the unexpected. Uranus doesn't do what we want it to do per se. It does a lot of times what needs to be done. So we have the 3rd, Virgo is trining, and that's a nice energy. But then we have the 4th, Mercury in Leo is squaring with Uranus. So again, that communication. Squares have a little bit of a kind of like that pearl, that piece of sand, that pearl in the oyster, kind of like needs to be coated a little bit. And then we have the Sun on the 7th, where in Leo squaring with Uranus again. So there is going to be some friction there. There's going to be some friction. Okay. Now, on the 8th of August, we have a couple of things happening. Now, remember, I told you that this is when the Lion's Gate is totally open. And this is when, and they consider this to be a portal to where, I can't tell you, a portal to the spiritual side, a portal to the, to the, I don't know, just the dimensional side, a portal to other realms. I can't tell you, but it's a portal. So there is going to be, the new moon is going to be in Leo. Remember, it squares with Uranus, so expect the unexpected. It's also, like I said, known as the Lion's Gate. That is when the Sun and Sirius, they conjunct, they align. And so it's almost like, if you're able to look up where these two star system, there's these two stars, they're almost on top of each other, and it's almost as if we have either a brighter sun or it's like we have two suns going on. So the energies are supercharged, stepping up to higher frequency energies and to new responsibilities. Now, so this is kind of pulling us up to that higher level. This is why I'm always talking about our vibrations and keeping our vibrations high. It's very important that we do that. And as we try to keep and work together to keep our vibrations high, I promise you, the universe will be pulling and pushing and just throwing in more of those low vibration energies to try to block us. Now, is that the universe? I shouldn't say it's the universe. And a lot of times I'll say higher power, your guardian angel, spirit guide, the voice of the universe, the source, the divine, whoever that is for you. But I shouldn't say it's that per se. But as we burn brighter, many energies don't want us to burn bright, so they try to dim our light. Anyway, so now on the 11th, Mercury enters Virgo. Remember, Venus is in Virgo, and Mercury and Venus, I'm sorry, no, it's Mars and Venus. I'm sorry, Mars and Venus that likes to be together. So anyway, Mercury enters Virgo. Again, communication. This is really getting down to business energy here. Venus enters Libra, so there is a rebalancing happening. Now that's on the 16th. Now, this I thought was interesting. Can't tell you necessarily what it's going to mean, but August the 13th, it will be a Friday the 13th in August, which is not real common. The last time there was a Friday the 13th was in 2010. Now, the number 13, now I like to bring it down, to the, talk about the 1, new beginning, or a 10, transition, 3, has some creativity, and then you add it together. 1 plus 3 is 14. Is 4. That has stability, organization, leadership. But the number 13 in itself is about death and rebirth. Okay? Something has to end in order for something to start. Sometimes it can be very harsh, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to happen. Many times over, we're being prepared by the universe for this. Because so now, instead of, I don't want you to really worry, oh my gosh, the 13th. No, because it always, it is about rebirth. And remember, 5 days before, we have that new moon, which is that new cycle. Okay. So the 20th, Uranus goes retrograde in Taurus. Okay, more of the unexpected. On the 22nd of August, the second full moon will be in Aquarius at 8:01 a.m. Now, this is great. Now, there was a lot of Jupiter energy. Remember, Jupiter was retrograding back into Aquarius right after the full moon, right, in July. Now, this aligns with Jupiter and is the second full moon in Aquarius. This is about optimism, good luck, success, but be aware of self-indulgence and self-gratification. Okay, that can pull our vibrations down. And then on the 22nd, the sun enters Virgo at 3:35 p.m. Okay, so now, lots of stuff happening. Let's kind of go. Now that full moon, that new moon is a time, the energies are such, I really can't tell you what to necessarily expect with a new moon. And again, new moon to full moon, as it's getting bigger, it is waxing. That's when we do a lot of requesting. The new moon is a new cycle, is when we get out there and we start new projects, new things like that. The full moon to the new moon is when we get rid of things. The full moon in itself is about, when I say we get rid of things, so that's our release, our relinquish, and our request time. But I don't know, this new moon is going to be a little bit different. I really don't have, when I'm doing this, I was like, okay, higher power, what are we going to do with this? I really can't tell you what's going to happen as yet. It's going to be, there could be an extremely chaotic energy. Again, too, there's a lot of things happening within that, that 5-day period from that new moon. So, there's a lot of things that could be happening. A lot of times, too, it could be a very tower moment where things have to come down in order to be built up. So let's go ahead, and what we're going to do is we are going to pull a card for the overview of Leo season. So here we go. Let's pull 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. And this is general, universal, just what's going on out there. Okay, 3 cards. Okay, so the Empress, let me move that so we have that nice and clear. Okay, the Empress, and remember, anything reversed has stronger energy. So the Empress to me has a lot of universal energy. So there's a lot of things happening from our higher power, the universe, the source. There's going to be a lot of things shifting, a lot of things changing here. Now, the last couple of times that I've been seeing the Empress, I have been getting a lot of pregnancy, a lot of getting ready to birth type of energy. I'm feeling that with Leo, I think that the birthing process is happening. Whatever, and again too, that's taking us to those higher, higher levels, the ascension periods. We've been going through a lot. We have been, Cancer, new moon. I think I said that was like the piece of charcoal that was being, the pressure that was getting it ready to become that diamond energy. So with this, now we have that three creativity, power of three, the Trinity. There's a lot of power with this, but the Empress, universal energy. The Empress does bring about abundance, but this is the birthing. I feel like this could be a very strong birthing process. Remember, labor's not fun. Labor's not fun, but the outcome, the outcome is, if it's a positive outcome, that's quite a beautiful thing happening. Next card. Okay, this one is also reversed. Now, this is rods or wands. Now, that is our fire energy. It is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, passionate, burning, determined energy. This is a 9. 9 has like a culmination energy. 9 has a okay, you've done everything you need to do. The 9 of rods is stand firm. Stand firm. This is going to be, I kind of feel like this is going to be the shorter period. I feel like labor is going to be short and you just need to get through this. Okay, this is for Leo season. Next card. Here we are, again reversed, and again, so here we have a 7. 7 has that divine umbrella. It's a perfect divine number, and this is again, this goes along with this, with the 9. There is going to be some battles. There is going to be some, some resistance. But now, is that going to be within yourself or the people around you? We'll only have to see what happens with that one, but. It's not something that it's not something that's going to overcome us. We just have to remember to stand firm. Okay, now let's go on and let's see what we have for that full moon in Aquarius. Oh, okay, we got some cards already coming out. And when they pop like that, they need to come out. Okay, the full moon in Aquarius. So now we have the 9 of Swords. Remember, 9s have this, like it's a completion energy. This is, you see this person, Swords in itself is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. It is your thought processes. It's making plans. And you see this person, oh no, oh no, oh no. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Well, then we come to the 3, again, another 3. So remember the numbers too. The numbers have been speaking very loudly to me lately. So if you ever see some numbers that really are connecting or resonating for you, write them down and then go in your search browser and just put those numbers in plus angel numbers and hit enter. So this is a card that people don't necessarily like. However, it's not as bad as you think this is, because this is some past wounds, but this also has some healing to it. But the thing is, it's like, are you going to carry this around? So a lot of this is releasing, relinquishing, and then we come to another 7, and this is Pentacles. Pentacles is our earth energy. It is our Virgo. We're about to go into Virgo season after Leo. It is our Virgo. It is our Capricorn. It's our Taurus. And, it's very solid. A lot of times it's the efforts we put into making our money. It's our job. And in this case, so there's a lot of releasing, because you can't be staying up all night. You can't be going, oh no, oh no, oh no. You have to release the anxiety. There's a relinquishing the pain, relinquishing the hurt. And then there's the requesting. The requesting is to request what, hey, I put all this effort into something. Now it's time to reap those rewards. Okay? And that's what the 7 of Pentacles is. It's you've been working hard, you've been doing what, and it doesn't necessarily mean in that physical world. It could be in the metaphysical too, though there is this earth energy, but I've been working hard. So this has a lot of that same energy. So go ahead, request, keep working, the rewards are coming. Okay. I'm also going to do a card just one card for July 25th, which is the day out of time. I thought that was extremely interesting. The 25th has a meaning for me. So let's see what we have for that day. Again, it's going to be, according to these calendars, there's going to be very strong spiritual energy. So let's see what we have. So here we have a 6, and again, that was reversed. The 6 of Cups. Cups is our water energy. It is our Scorpio, our Pisces, our Cancer, fluid, emotional. There is a lot of looking back. There is, this would be a perfect time for that day out of time, because there is this looking back in order to get ready for the future. The 6 of Cups, 6 is the number of man. It's the energies you put into it. A lot of times this has a lot of nostalgia in it. A lot of times this has a lot of comfort and caring in it also. So that would be a good card for that spiritual. Part of this is getting, I'm kind of feeling with this, because you can see here is this, person that has all of these beautiful little flowers in their cups and wants to give. So that's a very generous card also. It's a very caring card also. So I like that. Okay, let's go on and let's see what else we have here. Let's just jump to that portal. Let's just jump to the new moon. So here we have that new moon. Okay, the new moon, August 8th. It is the opening of, it's where the Lion's portal is completely open. Let's see what we have here. And we'll pull 2 cards for that one. Here we go. 1 and 2. Okay, so we have Judgment. We have a 20. We have a 2. 2 has a 2 has a decision-making energy to it. 0 has universal energy, God energy, divine energy to it. Judgment is basically kind of that time where things are weighed and balanced. This is also a time when you can go through. It's kind of like, I'm kind of getting that Stargate energy. It's kind of like, you can go through, you can't. You can go through, you can't. Kind of very karmic also. Okay, and now, again, so here we are. King of Swords. King of Swords, swords again, the air energy. And so we have actually talked about our fire energy, our air energy, our water energy, and our earth energy. So I will not be mentioning those in the longer readings. Anyway, the King of Swords, air. Kings have the underlying energy of air. Swords is air. Very objective, just kind of cut and dry. Goes along quite well with Judgment. So, I don't know. I'm just going to put that out there, and I'm going to let you, just kind of see what it is, you think it's going to be about. Let me know, because the new moon, while it's to start new cycles, start new transitions, new, just new, I really don't get a good, shouldn't say a good feel. I don't get it. What I mean is I can't really wrap my head around it. I haven't been really getting anything about it, except, there could be a lot of chaos energy. There could be a lot of, which is not bad, okay? But, it could be very unsettling energy too. Okay, so I am trying to hold this back. I was thinking about our next full moon. So this will be about our full moon. And like I said, it is about to just transition into Virgo season, but we are still in Leo. So let's see what that full moon will be. Victory. So here we have that 6, number of man. This is, so while there is these rough patches, there is this high energy going on. There is a lot about victory. This is the 6 of rods, the 6 of wands. Again, it's that fire energy riding into victory. So everything, so there is going to be, even though there's a lot going on, again, riding into victory. It actually comes out. And if we talk, when I talk about it, here we go. The 22nd, the full moon, Aquarius, optimism, good luck, success. And here we have it. Here we have success. So there's a lot going on. There is so much going on for everyone, or I should say around everyone. And we can tap into these. We can tap into these energies. So Let's take some deep breaths. I know I will be posting this. I may post this as a standalone video too, but I will be putting this in the beginning of the longer readings. So, but I will also post the timestamp for when the individual readings begin. Okay? Okay. So, everyone, let's start our readings. Hello, my Capricorns, and welcome to Leo season. So, as I was shuffling the cards and thinking about my Capricorns, the song from The Sound of Music came on, my favorite things. So it was very lighthearted. I think I like that, and thinking of all my favorite things. So whoever needed to hear that one, again, my mind is a dangerous place. But now it's kind of settled down, so I know that was for someone out there. Let me know. Okay, let's see what's going to be going on, what the energies are like for my Leo season, for my Capricorns. Okay, 2 cards reversed. Here we go. Here we are. First card up. The Knight of Earth. Okay, Knight's underlying energy is fire. It is our Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, passionate, burning, very determined, gonna go after what you want. Going after what you want. The Earth energy is your energy. Taurus and Virgo. It's also your Pentacle energy. It is going after what you want. Going after, is that a new job? Is that a new career? Is that a new way to make money? Is that a new home? But it's going after it, and it's going after it with a passion. It is, again, it's your favorite things. This is wanting what you want, but it also goes to your character. It also goes to, this is also speaking about your character. You do not, my Capricorns, you have a very high level. You hold yourself to a higher standard, and you would like to hold others to that higher standard, but they do disappoint you quite often. So not quite sure how you can reconcile that a little bit. I would just say send out the love, send out the, just kind of like, okay, that's who they are, and send out the forgiveness also. But you hold yourself to a high standard, and where you're going, that's where it's hard sometimes for you, my Capricorns, if you go into a job or a position that doesn't meet those standards. So the Knight of Earth has you traveling, has you looking for that place that has that high standards, also has you looking for that job to be around others that have the high vibrations too. Okay? I don't feel that the Knight of Earth is going to disappoint, except, hey, there's always ups and downs, but I don't feel that the Knight of Earth disappoints. Okay. Loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments, a guardian angel. Now there's also, the thing is, for my Capricorns, don't put out there, oh, it's not going to happen, so you just don't do it, so you procrastinate. That's the only thing. You have faced adversarial conditions before, and sometimes it just seems really, really big. If you need a new job, if you're thinking of starting a new career, there's the Leo energy. If you watch the intro, it's going to be wild. It's going to be wild, and it could be a very good time to do this. Anyway, next card is reversed. The Page of Air. Now, Page's underlying energy is Earth energy. Air energy is our Gemini, Leo, Libra, and Aquarius, our thought processes, making some plans. The Pages have all these ideas going on. The Pages, so not only are you determined, not only are you ready to go, there's all these ideas going on in your head. There's all these possibilities. There's all these probabilities. There's all this potential. This is a time for you to, I would say in one way it is a time to dream, but it's also a time, but your dreams aren't made out of, cotton candy. There is a lot of reality. You're only dreaming the things that you can actually create, okay? But at the same time, stretch yourself a little bit. Stretch yourself. While I'm saying, dream, stretch yourself. Go for, hey, miracles can happen. Let's make Leo season a time for miracles, okay? Now, logical, honest, impulsive, curious. Challenging informations, delay or changes to plans. Truth delivered without tact. Now that could be from that August 1st to the August 11th. Next card. Reversed, the Four of Water. Fours has some stability. Fours has some leadership, organization. Water is our Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid, emotional energy. It's kind of a situation where you want things to move and they're just not moving the way you want them to, or they're not moving fast enough. The Four of Water, the Four of Cups, I call that kind of an in-between place. It's like things are going to be coming. Things are going to be offered to you. Things might even be offered to you. But it's just not quite. The timing, everything hasn't clicked in yet. Now, it could be getting you ready. So, this is a time still. Do not stop your action. It's time to buckle down, get things, put those resumes in, get those mortgages, do those things that you need, the loans, whatever. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a lawyer. So get those too. Things are moving for you. The thing is, it may not come about, actually, it may not come to fruition until we get closer to that second full moon and to Virgo season. Okay? Okay. Missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibility. The thing is, I do think that you are opening your eyes. I do think, because the Page of Air is saying that you're thinking about all the possibilities and you really want to have this. It's just timing is almost, it's kind of like timing needs to be totally, totally right. Do not stop with what you're doing. Do not stop. The timing is getting there. And remember, definition of luck, preparation to meet opportunity. So this is definitely your prep time. Your opportunity is about to fall into place. Okay? Let's go on. My John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. Let's see if we can expand or get a little more clarification here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if these are reversed here. Well, this is reversed. So now we have a 6. So we have a 4, we have a 6. Okay? Number of man, it's what you have put into this. It's your energies. This is getting you ready. This, all of this, yes, it is about to happen. It is about to happen, my Capricorns. It's about to fall into place. You've been waiting, you've been feeling. So material and spiritual prosperity. Material is, of course, your energy. It is your earth energy. Spiritual is your water energy, but it's also your connection with your higher power, your source, your divine, your archangels. Okay, next card. So we have another 6 again. Okay, so we have some 6 energy here. Harmony. This has a lot of lovers energy. This has a lot of healing with relationship energy. But harmony is also about balancing. Harmony is also about giving and receiving. So there's reciprocity here too. So it's not necessarily all about giving. It's not about, you having to make everybody feel wonderful, but it's also not about being selfish. It's not about having everyone give to you either. So there is some balance here. Now there is some relationship balance. There is the emotional balance. Obviously harmony. The two are looking at each other very, very deeply, very committed. Okay, next card. Reversed. Now we have hope. Hope. This is kind of like the star energy. This is dream energy. This is dream big energy. Things will be happening during this time. The only thing that's just kind of a little bit hesitant is this 4 of Water, but this is just because it's in between. It's things moving, things changing. It's, I'm leaving something to go somewhere else. Okay. So I'm kind of getting that Friday the 13th vibe, and from the intro, that something has to end in order for something to begin. So we have a 17, we have the 1, new beginning, 10, transition, 7, divine umbrella. Add it together, it becomes an 8, unlimited opportunities. Now, so definitely keep your vibrations high, keep your thoughts high, keep your words high. And this does fit between those, what I talk about with those 2 full moons, both in Aquarius, all about optimism. There is also a little bit of a rebelliousness too. There's also a little bit of a breakout type of energy with those 2 full moons. And I feel like you you're going to really speak out. You're going to really speak your piece. Anyway, whoever that's for. Anyway, let's see what advice from Osha Zen Tarot. Here we go. First card. Existence. Existence. Be at peace. We have a 1. We have be at peace. Existence, watching the star. Again, too, we had the hope. We have the, the shooting star. We have the, she's the person sitting in a, I don't know, lotus leaf, watching the universe is watching over her. At the same time, she's very vulnerable. She's naked, so there's a vulnerability there. But at the same time, it's saying even though you're vulnerable, even though you may be in a precarious situation, be at peace. There is something working for you in that higher dimension, in that higher level, in that supernatural level. Next card. Laziness. So now we have a 9. Do we have any other 9s? 9s have kind of a let's finish things up. But laziness is saying you may not quite be finishing things up. You may be kind of going into what I was talking about over here. Oh, is things moving? Is things moving? And you're kind of like, oh, so why do I bother? Hey, preparation to meet opportunity. They're telling you, Osha Zen is saying be conscious, be aware. Keep, even though we've got this 4 of Cups, this emotional, maybe it's not going to happen, but maybe it is. Everything is kind of saying things are moving for you, my Capricorns. Things are going into a better place. The thing is, watch out for complacency. Watch out for laziness. Last card. I love this card. This is 5. 5 is about change. Positive, negative. It's always a little bit different. The thing about this is unique to this card. This is nothingness. This is the future is yours to create. The future has not been, I know that we can talk about what's destined, what's not, but in many ways on your plane, in your dimension, the future has not been written. Okay? There's a lot of possibilities here for you. A lot of possibilities, and there's a lot of change. It's like, what am I going to do with this, though? How am I going to act in this? How am I going to play my part in whatever this is that's changing? I do like that card. It used to intimidate me in the beginning. It's like, well, what do I do with this one? And then it all of a sudden came. It's like, things are happen. Things can happen, but we have to be the ones to make that happen. Okay? Yes, connect with your higher power. I'm always expect miracles. Yes, definitely. But we have to do our part also. Okay? So this is also, kind of saying, be aware of what your part. Be aware. Be aware of doing your part. Okay, let's go on here. Archangel Power Tarot cards. Reversed. The Chariot. So now we have a 7, that divine umbrella. Chariot moves quickly for me. So there is movement going on. It may not be as quick as you want it to be, but there is movement. This is Archangel Metatron, believed to have been Enoch before the flood. There is some organization. There is getting some preparation here too. There is get prepared, be prepared. Definition of luck, be prepared. Opportunity is coming. Have some organization, things happening. Maybe not as quickly as what you want them to be, but things are moving and you need to be prepared. Determination and self-control, career advancement, acknowledgement of success by others. Next card, change your life. So now we have that 1 and the 6. We've talked about that. So you've got some 6 energy here. But if we add the 1 and 6 together, it becomes a 7. So you have some 7 energy too. So be aware of that energy. This is Archangel Samuel, and change your life is exactly what it's saying. Changes are happening. Changes are occurring. Things are happening. You need to be kind of aware of them. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. We've been talking about that. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. Now let's see. Last card. The Queen of Ariel. Oh, I like this for you. I like this. Queen's underlying energy is water. Ariel is earth, your energy. It's the emotional component, but it's the earth energy. And in all the, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Earth, I love the Queen of Ariel. in this deck. She loves beautiful things around her. She is in her glory. She is, she is making sure that everything is is the way it needs to be. She is accepting of the gifts that the universe is giving her. Now that's not always easy. My Capricorns, you're kind of always a little bit like expecting other shoes to drop. But she is very much just accepting what the universe is giving her. Okay, mature, practical, generous, and happy. Nurture yourself and those you love, the ability to make anything more beautiful. Practical and wise advice. So she's in a good place. She is in a good place. She is like, no, this is where I need to be. I'm basically, in a very good place. Okay, so you started with the Knight of Earth, and here's the Queen of Earth, or Ariel. Okay, let's go one last card here, and then we'll pull the crystal card. But this one is my Guardian Angels, again, Radley Valentine card. Five of Emotions. So this is something I think that is going to benefit you, my Capricorns. It's a little hard, but 5 emotions is 5 of Cups, water energy. 5's again, change energy. Forgiveness is an important part of healing. Forgive yourself and those around you for any mistake of the past. And didn't we talked a little bit about that up here, so that everyone can move forward. Grieving is a normal part of life. Ask your angels or those you love to help you move through the process quickly so that you can get back on the path to joy. So part of this has maybe it's also in here. Part of this is also, moving on. There's a lot of this has to move on. And when you move on, you leave something behind. I do talk a lot about forgiveness because forgiveness anchors you down. It holds you back. It keeps you from being the best you can be, or going on to your next, ascending. It doesn't mean that you have to let the person or the situation back in your life, but it frees you. It truly does free you, my Capricorns. Anyway, let's go on. What crystal or energy? Who needed that one? Let me know, please. Let's see what we have. This is reversed. Onyx. Oh, I like onyx. I love the dark stones. I really do. They grab a lot of that negativity away. Seeing the future, responsibility, stamina, self-mastery. You've got some majorly interesting things. While there's a lot of movement going on, make sure that you are prepared. Keep planning. Don't procrastinate. Don't stop. Keep moving forward, even when you think that things are static. Even when you think things have stopped, you still need to. But that 5 of emotion is also about, it's kind of like there are things moving on in your plane for you, in your dimension for you, but there's still something, there's that emotional energy that still has a tie on you, that's still holding you back. And the 5 of emotion is kind of like forgive, move on, let go. Okay? Okay. You've got some interesting stuff going on, my Capricorns. Now, my Cappies, remember the button. Please like, share, subscribe, click on the bell. Send this all over. Share. Remember to check to make sure you are subscribed, because people have said that they weren't, or that the bell is notifying you. The more important thing, though, my Capricorns, always know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.